I just wanted to ask you about footfall, because I noticed that the traffic numbers seem to be lower. Do you expect that trend to shift once we begin to see really the end of COVID-related impacts on customer behaviour?
It's clear that during the COVID-19, the Russian customer has decided to visit fewer stores and also to decrease the number of frequencies that with which they go to the stores. Once the COVID-19 effect is starting to ease, we would expect to see customers to return to a normal pattern.
And what kind of visibility do you have on that at the moment from where you sit? Obviously, we've spent a lot of time talking to RDIF and others about Sputnik 5 and the vaccine they want to roll out across the country. Are you getting any early indication of how successful it may be or how quickly it might shift consumer behaviour?
We don't have any insight into that. Our key focus is on making sure that our customers and our employees are safety and that we can offer availability of our products to our customers.
Rud, let me just come in here. It's very interesting your initial comments to Jeff's first question about going back to more normal patterns once the crisis is over as well, because the experience that we're seeing in many other countries is the fact that actually a lot of the retailers don't expect it to go back to normal. They do expect online to keep growing disproportionately, perhaps exponentially as well. But you still put a lot of store in your supermarkets and hypermarkets to carry on growing.
No doubt that the online channel will continue to grow. The question is whether we've seen a step change and then the growth rates will return to what we saw prior to COVID-19. In Lenta, we are seeing quite good growth rates of our online channel as we have rolled it out to more cities in Russia. From my point of view, it's a question of how long the changed consumer patterns will stick. No doubt, some of them will stick longer. But overall, I don't think that it will result in customers not wanting still to come to brick and mortar stores to shop.
In terms of the growth limitations, I mean, just to expand for our viewers as well, this is purely a Russian story, or do you see a growth outside of the borders, sir?
Lenta is a Russian food retailer, and at this point in time, we are focusing our efforts on Russia.
Rud, let me ask you about the shifts we seem to be seeing around the hypermarkets and the supermarkets. It does seem clear that, again, customer behaviour has changed a little bit here and that people are shopping local at the supermarkets rather than being willing to travel to the big box stores.
Correct. For some players in the market, that is what we're seeing. Lenta is in a quite good position in that sense. The majority of our hypermarkets are located in urban areas with residential around our stores. And as a result, we've seen that our loyal customers continue to come to Lenta stores, and in our supermarkets we have seen that we're attracting new customers who are also becoming loyal Lenta customers.